Got myself a new toy. So today I did the general maintenance of the allotments. Just a bit of mowing on the pathways. It's really hot. I came in the afternoon, which was a bad idea because we may be the first day of, no, actually we're the 4th of May, but here in Canada, you know, spring is about 3 weeks and then it's summer. So I'm already boiling my ass out right now, and I'm just gonna go around. I have to go back to my other plot up there. That's for the thumbnail. And play around with the tarp a bit because the way I set it, I'm not really happy about it. And today I forgot my tripod. Well, I have the stand, but I don't have the thing to hold the phone, so I'll try to film you guys a few things. And I'll get you a video out at the end of the week. Okay, so I kind of got fed up with mowing and everything, and I can't be bothered with the main plot up there. So I've decided to do some planting, and obviously not only because I don't have my tripod, I didn't charge my phone, so I didn't film it, but I left the phone in the car to charge a bit. And these are flowers I transplanted. I grew them in soil blocks. I'll show them to you in a bit. I've put different sorts. These are Mexican sunflowers. They're not related to the sunflower family. These are marigolds, I think. And again, I'm not going to show them to you too much because there's mostly dirt. And obviously if I don't focalize my... Anyways, here's my little flower pot. I don't know what these are, but what I can say is that they are growing really well. So we're gonna have some nice flowers here, which I'm really proud of. And here again, I put in a few plants. This one I butchered in the transplanting process. I hope they won't be eaten. And I scattered some seeds here, but we're gonna plant some borage in a bit. I'm actually gonna do that right now. Okay, so we're back. And let's transplant some borage. So we have here radishes, and the borage is there. Obviously it's not out of the soil yet, but something came on my balcony and massacred them. So you can see there's one right there, and a bit everywhere. And I don't like to see this damaged thing, so here they are. And we're just gonna pop this in the ground in a few different areas. Boom. And we'll put that here. There we go. Here. There. I'll probably forget it's there. I'm gonna put the rest somewhere else. I'll bring you with me, and we're just gonna grab this guy here. Oh, so they're breaking apart today, but they usually hold pretty well. I'll put that there. And is that focalized? So there to the dirt. You could see there's a weed there. Just lift that up a bit. There we go. Oh, chuck him in there. And I'll just There we go. And put a stick. I'll probably not even find this piece. I think it's pretty clear, so shouldn't be too hard to see him. But there you go. There's the little guy. So I was thinking about putting the radish here in between the leeks. You see there's one here and one there. And so because this is just soil, we can pop in a few radish in there. And there's a nice flower. So I'll put you here. There. I'll try to see if I can actually... There we go. A whole tray here of spinach. We're gonna put it in the back there. We'll do this really fast. We're gonna do 2 rows. One. This is the CD60. It's kind of difficult for me to put my finger in there sometimes, but try to do it fast today. Or taken. Okay, so what I did is we walk through here. We'll have a pot here, some flowers there. We go around, and here I'm just gonna move the pots a bit more to the side. But I'll put some flowers, some random things in there. And there's another set of pots here. And then we're gonna arrive to our flower garden with this structure I made out of sunchoke stems, and I put some peas there, pea flowers there, and there's a third planting there, and some random little flowers. I will put in that video of me doing it, but yeah, I'm pretty happy. Now these don't look too good because I planted them and I put my fleece above them, but they still froze, but it's okay because they're shooting there on the side, so not a big deal. And yeah, that's a flower garden. Yesterday off camera I didn't film because I didn't have my tripod. I planted my asparagus from seeds, so I put them 2 hands away from each other. That's about a bit over 40 centimeters. So there's another one there, there's a tiny one there, and more asparagus. So we're gonna do an asparagus bed here, and in the front of the asparagus, while they're small, we're gonna plant something else. And here I popped in yesterday. Actually, my camera stopped filming because I ran out of space. lots of camera problems this past week. But anyways, I planted some, they're supposed to be, if I'm not wrong, spinach. So we have 2 rows of spinach all the way up to my garlic over there, and we'll let them grow. And once we're done, we're gonna actually, I'm not sure, but I think I should plant in the middle 1 row of parsnips, but I think I didn't do it. Probably didn't have my seeds. The garlic is looking good. And yeah, that's it for this side. Oh, I actually planted a row of parsnips in between the radish and the bok choy. So we have radish here, pak choy there. These are 2 plants that will be harvested before the parsnips, and it's gonna take about 2-3 weeks for the parsnips to come out of the soil. So that will leave enough time for me to harvest these 2, but mostly I'll be harvesting the radish first, which will give these parsnips more space, and then, you know, they'll grow here, and that way I would have done some pretty good interplanting. Oh, and my sowing of carrots that I put in between the onion or leeks, carrots and leeks have already started germinating there. So I'm gonna brush off the oh my god, what's they called, the straw there, to have a better look. So all my sowings of carrots have germinated. Here they have germinated as well. As you can see. So these were planted mid-April. We have our first planting there in early April, mid-April, and our last sowing was here. So that's good news. And yeah, it rained yesterday. Things are growing a bit faster, plus the heat helps. And I did right here a little interplanting because this pathway is a bit large. I did a interplanting of radish. I just popped them in. I like to pop 2-3 radishes because sowing a row of radish, then you have to thin them out if there's too many of them, and this way I'm actually planting things and I don't forget that I planted, because most of the time I forget that I plant something in a place and then I come and plant something else. So this way, you know, I don't have that problem. And yeah, what else? Oh, here. So here we have, I planted, so this is the soil I picked up from up there, so there is a lot of weed seeds, but that's not a big problem. I planted salad seeds, you can see there. And there's another row there, all the way up. There's a bunch of things growing in here that I'll have to deal with. And the problem is that, I don't know what this is, but it's some sort of, it's right in my salad row. And I think I saw one earlier. Anyways, there are some weeds that have to come. Salads have germinated. And right in the middle, again, I put a row of, I was gonna say radish, but no, it's katsuma. Just a little planting there. And on the right are my purple beans. So there's a whole row all the way up there. Pretty good. These are the cabbage, not cabbage, broccoli I planted in in late April. they're looking very good. I hope they keep going. There's one or two that got eaten by animals. This one here got eaten, but he's looking okay. And in between are radish. You don't want to have too much wasted space. What else? So the cabbage there is looking a bit less better than these because there's more shade here, but it's cabbage. You don't want them to heat up too fast because it's gonna get really warm soon, so that's why I planted them in the shade. And I planted here some purple sprouting broccoli. These are actually piccolo or something. No, I don't remember the name, but they're supposed to be mature in a month. I'll believe it when I see it. And yeah, oh, my pak choi here. They've had a good rain, so they're going really fast. I could probably harvest them in a few weeks, with in between some beetroot. Actually, I just randomly decided to do a vlog here, so oh, here's my tool. I'll continue. And so those are my Brussels sprouts. Actually, I'm not sure, but this doesn't look like a Brussels sprout. That does. This isn't. So I think I mixed them up. So these are cabbage. 1, 2, 3 cabbage, 4 cabbage, Brussels sprout, and Brussels sprout. But they're looking good. I do have some. So that's a raspberry plant from there, and I'll have to come in and take them out. Again, pak choi in the middle, and lots of weeds. This bed was weeded. That's the bed that I prepared, and you see they're still coming through, and it's okay. This is the first year of this bed, so there's gonna be a lot of weeding. They're still looking good. And here I have my red currants, so lots of flowers, really good. I'm gonna have, last year I had just very few fruits, but this year they're well established. Really happy. And the blueberry here, look, blueberry flowers are all over the place, so I'm gonna have quite a few. And what else? So I showed you the asparagus there, flower area there. We have here, like I showed you, 3 rows of carrots, and my asparagus bed. So these are plants that I pulled down from another garden. The guy that left his pots doesn't eat them, and they were already there, so I asked him. He said yeah, go on. So yeah, there we go. So these are from there, the big ones, and that's from seed. That's from, I planted them last year. I'll show you. So I don't really know if they're okay. So this one's from seed, that's for sure. That's from seed. I'm pretty sure this is from seed. But then that's huge, so anyways, they're alive. I'm really happy. So this will be in the middle here. There's gonna be an asparagus bed, and in these pots, so I have 2 and 2. Again, the purple sprouting broccoli. I put them in the big pots because in case wildlife decides to eat them, I would guess these will be spared. And my garlic bed once more with, these don't look like, oh yeah, these are radish. So radish in between the garlic, in an area where there's a bit more space. But yeah, there, some radish there, and yeah, pretty good. Again, so here we have our what are they called again? Oh my god, I have a problem speaking with you guys. These are broccoli, so yeah, they're supposed to be broccoli. We'll see. Surprise, surprise, but they're looking good. Looking good. I'm actually giving it a try because, like I said more than once, the heat isn't good for broccoli and cauliflower because they bolt too fast. But we'll give it a try in early spring planting. And again, all over here I scattered my bok choy seeds. I have some little tulips in my little flower area here, and nothing crazy going on with the strawberries. And here again, in between the row of, so these are leeks, I put some radish. So there you go. Leeks take ages to mature, so the radish are gonna grow, and not too many, so then there's not too much competition. And in the back here we got our carrots for seeds, and I hope to have some very nice carrots. And right here we have my first planting of carrots. So there are actually some coriander seeds that germinated from last year, and here you see the row of carrots right there. Coriander, onions or leeks. These look like leeks. And there's another row of carrots, and over there too. I'll have to come in and do some weeding, especially this thing here. Boom. There you can really see the carrots, and there's like a chard right in the middle. Yeah, I'll have to come and deal with all this. That's not gonna help with my beautiful row of carrots, but doesn't matter. You'll have to thin them anyways. And I didn't even do a big thick row, so the germination rate was really good. Really happy about it. And of course, you know, when you're planting carrots as early as I did, you don't have a problem with the heat killing your seedlings. So there's that. I'm going to stop now because you guys don't want to see me just randomly start weeding. I said I'm gonna stop. Okay, there we go. And here, my arugula and my potatoes that started popping out. You can see them in a few areas. I think here there's a little mound. No, nope, I was wrong. Anyways, there are potatoes in here. Right there. Beautiful. And here too. Right next to this weed. There we go. So I think I went around. And one of my favorite flowers, pansies. Really nice. First flowers of the season. And I hope to get some seeds of this one because the 3 colors there are really nice, really beautiful. Okay, so I went around. There are obviously some things I skipped, but yeah, there also I putted some radish in between. There was an empty spot right there too, some radish. So I always have a tray of radish, and that way, by putting them in randomly and having multiple sowings, I would always have a staggering harvest of radish. Yeah, there we go. To be honest, those leeks, man, it rained yesterday and look at that, they're so beautiful. Really nice. I could actually just harvest them and eat them, but I want to have my make my own seeds. But these are beautiful leeks. So happy. So I think this is a proof I'm not growing just dirt. And even though there are lots of areas where there's visibly still dirt, there are actually things planted in them. There's that area, the pots here left. All the rest of the garden is already planted and full, so you know, I have more than I think 150 square meters here, and we're in 6th of May and I'm already full capacity. So I'm gonna wait for next week because we're gonna have a cold front, 2-3 nights at 5 degrees. And so once that's passed, I'm gonna be planting my summer vegetables. So I'll see you then. This is just gonna be a quick vlog for now, and I'm gonna take care of those. Hopefully I'm gonna take care of those trees today, and add in a clip of what I did this week. Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out my editing style, so if you have any things you like to see when I garden or things you like to watch, just write it, give me a comment so then I know. And I'll see you guys in the next one.